Hello everybody, my name is William Thompson and today we're going to talk about what cards I have in my wallet as well as what my spending strategy and credit card strategy is for Q1 of 2022. So without any further ado, let's get into it. So a little introduction into myself. My name is William Thompson. I am by no means a full-time finance YouTuber. I have a full-time job. I'm a full-time student and I also have a lot of hobbies, one of which is stand-up comedy. So try to bring a little bit of that personality into these videos, but it has been something I've been meaning to do for a while because I am very passionate about finance, very passionate about life, and just hoping to share that with you guys because thing I've noticed is there is not a lot of financial literacy in the world at the moment. So I am going to do everything I can to try to expand that to the masses.
Okay? You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
So without further ado, thank you so much for checking out the video. We're going to get right into it. So it's just a little premise to the video that we're about to do today. I just want to let you guys know what our system is. We run a cash back system right now just because we do fly economy. If we are going to stay at a hotel, it's going to be typically in like a Hampton Inn. It's going to be, you know, one of those lower tiers that give you breakfast. And we're kind of just there to experience the town. When we go somewhere, we're rarely in the room except to sleep, so we're not going to spend a bunch of money and or points. So points didn't really make sense to us because for redemption rates, they're not that great. So we are on a cash back type system.
Cash Money Records taking over for the 99 and the 2000.
Mingling in a little bit of points if they have a good sign up bonus, but that's just what we run because it just makes the most sense. You gotta run what makes sense to you.
Okay.
So the first card in our arsenal is going to be, of course, our catch-all card. The card we're going to use for basically all of our standard purchases that aren't going to be in any type of category, and that is going to be the PenFed Power Cash. Now, the reason we like this is because it is 2% back on everything. Typically, it is a 1.5% back card.
You liar!
However, if you do have one of their accounts with a direct deposit, then of course it's going to bump that up to a 2% card for you. So that's why we like that one. We just swipe it everywhere. And the reason I really like it is because it has no foreign transaction fees. Most of the 2% cards that you have, such as the Double Cash, such as the Active Cash, are going to have that 3% plus foreign transaction fee, and that's just something we can't get with. So for continuity, it's very nice to have this, and it's a Visa, so we can use that at Costco and other stores of that nature because most stores do take Visa. So it was just something we liked because we do have the Double Cash, and we actually switched from the Double Cash to this one just because it is more convenient and easier. And plus we can redeem things as statement credits without messing up the redemptions and messing up how you get your points as with the Double Cash. The second card is a must-have if you are a business owner. It's honestly probably one of the best cards to put your business expenses on if they're just generic, random, irregular expenses. And that is going to be the Blue Business Plus card from American Express. Reason I love it is because you could just put any generic type business expenses on there whenever I have to go out and buy just random things for videos, random things for any other side hustles I have. It's just the perfect card for it because you get 2x back on everything up to $50,000, which I don't know about y'all, but I ain't spending that yet. So it's just enough and perfect for me, up to $50,000 for a year. So that is really good. And it came with a sign up bonus of 15,000 points, which of course we transfer out. Please do not take your MR points for cash.
No, God, please, no, 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 no!
Please, please, please do not do that. That is the worst redemption. Transfer them out to transfer partners. That's what we do, either Delta or Hilton. So yeah, we love that card and I highly suggest getting it if you do own a business. This next card is one that we love, love, love. I mean, this card right here is a GOAT. This card right here is one of the best cards out on the market right now. If you don't have this, you need to add it to your lineup, especially if you're running a cashback setup. Even if you're not, there aren't too many cards that are gonna give you this type of ROI without it, especially with no annual fee.
Today, Junior?
And this card is going to be the City Custom Cash from Citibank. So basically it's a 5% on some predetermined categories. Whatever you spend the most on, which I hope is the only thing you spend on with this card, is going to be 5% back. We use it on dining because we spend about $400 a month on dining.
Stop it. Get some help.
We like going out to eat. We like going to nice restaurants. We like trying out different places. So this card right here is amazing for us because it gives you up to $500, 5% back. So for dining, it's perfect for us because we go out, we spend, we don't have to worry about it, and it tracks your expenses for you. So that is amazing. So you can pick from grocery, you can pick select travel. It does have streaming services. It has a lot of different categories, but I would stick to either grocery or dining if you have the option, just because that's going to give you the most cash back. This next card we don't really use as much anymore. We did at the beginning of the year when we first got it. It was amazing because of the sign-up bonus and everything of that nature. We used it a lot, but because our shopping habits have changed a little bit, we aren't using it nearly as much. We actually kind of ditched it in favor of the final card I'm gonna show you. So stick to the end to see that final card because it's an absolute powerhouse that I feel like a lot of people aren't talking about. And it really irks me because it is an amazing card, especially when used correctly. So this card right here though is going to be the Chase Freedom Flex. So my girl actually has the Chase Trifecta. I personally had the Sapphire Preferred. I got it when it had that huge sign-up bonus, and well, I got it when it was like 60,000. It wasn't, not the 100,000, but I recently got to a year, so I downgraded it because we don't need to. But this card right here, of course, gives you 5% back on those rotating categories. The last quarter, we actually used it all on PayPal and Walmart. Very amazing, loved it. And we also do have that first year of grocery at 5%. We just aren't really shopping at grocery stores nearly as much anymore as we used to. But whenever I do go by Winn-Dixie, whenever we do go by Publix, then of course we're gonna use this card, or pharmacy, because it does get that 3% back on pharmacy. We don't really use it for dining because of the custom cash, but it's overall still a very good card that you really should have in your wallet, especially if you're running that Chase Trifecta. So definitely has a place in the wallet, even though we don't really use it as much anymore. Now, this next card is one we don't use a lot. We are going to be using it a lot more, but it's more or less one that you kind of type in online and kind of leave and kind of bring with you when you need it. But I do keep it in my wallet because we purchase gas on it, and that is going to be the American Express Hilton Honors Business Card. Reason I like it is because it gives you 6x on those categories like gas, like dining, things of that nature, where we do use it for gas when we purchase gas, because Hilton points are valued at about 0.6 cents per point. So it's decent to get your gas there. It's about a 4% return. So we use it there personally. And then whenever, of course, we go to Hilton's, we are going to use them there as well to try to get some of that return. But personally, that's really all we use the card for. We don't actually really use it for anything else. It's just more for booking our trips, and it had a really good sign-up bonus. Reason I didn't go for the Aspire, even though I know a lot of people love the Aspire, is because we just don't stay at fancy properties. That's going to be a good one if you're staying at, you're staying at the Waldorfs, you're staying at the Conrads. We don't. We stay at Hamptons, we'll stay at a Home 2 Suites. We're really there to sleep, get up, go, hit the town, see what we want to do, and head out. So it just didn't make sense. I wasn't getting that ROI on that free room night because we're not going to stay at a hotel for one night and you'd still have to buy the rest of the nights, and just the perks didn't work out for me. This card right here gives me 10 priority pass trips. So I can get into a lounge up to 10 times, which is perfect for us. We only travel about 2 to 3 times a year. So honestly, it worked out really well for us. So I like this one at a $95 annual fee because, of course, everybody knows the key rule to cashback systems is avoid annual fees at all costs. But this one is definitely worth it. The next one is one that I actually really love, and it doesn't get enough love, and I don't know why. The next one is one that I really love, and it doesn't get enough love in the credit card game, and I don't know why, because it's an amazing card, especially since it covers some categories that otherwise would most likely just be put on a 2% card. So without further ado, we have the US Bank Cash Plus card. The reason I love this one is because it does have 2 5% categories that you can pick from. 2 of those categories are going to be utilities and streaming services. That's what I personally use it for. I love it. It has streaming services and cable. So I put my cable company on there. I put my electric company on there. I put all my utilities on there. I put all our streaming on there. And that's just 5% back that you're going to get, up to $2,000, of course. But if your utilities and streaming and cable go over that, oof.
Your price is way too high, you need to cut it.
But it's a really good card. When we first got the card, we got it back a couple weeks ago in December, end of December. My girl wanted to buy an iPhone, so we did that. We went and bought an iPhone, and we actually used the 5% category to end the year on electronic stores, which does count for Apple. So we were able to get 5% back on her iPhone, plus the sign-up bonus. When I personally signed up for it, it was $200 back when you spent, I want to say $1,000. So a pretty good sign-up bonus. What it'll be when you go to apply could be different, but that's what we had when I applied. But I love this card just because 5% back on something that we were typically just putting on our 2% card and calling it a day. So it was a no-brainer for me. It's going to stay in the wallet. I don't really keep it in the wallet per se. I just kind of put it on the into the portals and then kind of let it do its auto pay. But personally, one of my favorite cards. So next, we're going to get into some cards that aren't actually in my wallet. I don't keep them in my wallet. I only use them on the purchases that they're designed for. Yeah, that's basically it. I don't actually put them in my wallet. I guess the US Bank Cash Plus would also be a part of that group as well. This one right here is going to be the Delta Platinum card from American Express, the Delta Sky Miles card. I love this card. Anybody who has this card knows the reason we love it so much, and I know with a cashback system, you're supposed to avoid those annual fees. However, this one was just too good to avoid. You get a buy one, get one free, basically companion pass every single year just for renewing an annual fee. And anybody who's flown Delta knows $250 for a free Delta ticket. You can't pass up on that. When those tickets are typically around $300 on the cheap end and anywhere up to, $700 depending on how you fly. So that was something that is definitely a keeper because we do take 2 to 3 trips a year. To be able to lock down, basically guaranteeing a price for one of your tickets at $250 is something, we can't pass up. And if it's less than $250, then we just don't use the companion pass for that particular trip. We'll use it for, a different trip then. But we do fly across the country. We do have trips going on to Vegas. We have trips going out of the country. Of course, this is only for domestic. So for our Vegas trip, we'll probably end up using this to, save a little bit of money on that. So that's a card that's definitely worth it. It gives you your first check bag free. I can also do a breakdown on this card as well as any of these cards. If you want to see it, drop it down in the comments and I will definitely do a very vivid breakdown in that William Thompson fashion. So if you want to see any of these cards, of course, they're going to be dropped into the comments and I'm going to review all those cards that you want, as well as if you want any of these cards, of course, they'll be in the description. I'll put my referral link. You can use it if you want to. If you don't want to, that is perfectly fine. But if you do, that does help and support the channel. So I would really appreciate you using some of those referral links for us.
I hope so.
Now, onto this next card. It is a no-brainer must-have personally, especially if you're using Prime, Amazon Prime. So all of my fellow members do know what I'm going to next. It is going to be the American Express. Oof.
Hey pal, you just blowing from stupid time?
Sorry, I had some technical difficulties on that one. The Chase. The Chase Amazon Prime card. It's going to get you 5% back on all Amazon Prime purchases, as well as the Whole Foods. We don't personally shop at Whole Foods. It's a little expensive on our taste.
Your price is way too high. You need to cut it.
But if you do, you get 5% back on that too. So it's just something that we passively use. Of course, it's just hooked up to the Amazon account. We don't actually keep the card with us, although it is a nice metal if you care about that. Don't keep the card with us really, but great for those Amazon purchases. And trust me, we be using it. I show up all the time and there's a random box in front of the house and I'm just like,
What's in the box?
So thank you for staying here this long. Thank you for watching this video. Last but not least, of course, we're going to get into the final, the powerhouse, the absolute gold of cards. This is one that I personally love. We have been using it a lot. It's the reason we don't use the Flex as much anymore. And that, my friends, is going to be the Walmart card from Capital One. Before you click off, I know there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be like, wait, that's a 2% back card. That's not correct. You can't. That is an awful card at Walmart. It is 2% back if you're in the store. However, if you're a millennial, much like myself, you have the option to get 5% back every time you shop online, which does include grocery delivery and pickup. So what does that mean? That means I can order it online, go pick it up, have them put it in my car and drive home. I don't have to walk through the stores. I don't have to get trapped in these aisles. I don't have to deal with that long self-checkout line that is always there. I will happily take that and I get 5% back.
Nice. Made me happy, made me smile.
That's the best deal ever. And sometimes if I don't feel like going to the Walmart, I'll get it delivered. And that 5% back basically is going to cover a good portion of the tip. So basically I'm getting it delivered for free because I do have Walmart Plus. It did come on one of my American Express cards, a really good deal for Walmart Plus. So I ended up getting it. But this Walmart card is absolutely goated. If you want something from Walmart, you just order it online and go pick it up. And you get 5% and you don't have to go into the store. So it's honestly one of the most goated cards. I think as long as you know how to use it, especially with groceries, it has saved us so much money because we're no longer wandering through the aisles. You know how you always end up in the seasonal aisle. You always end up with 10 things in your basket that you didn't want or need. It's really easy when you're shopping online because you're literally looking up what you need. I need this, get this. I need this, get this. So personally, it has been a mainstay in our wallet. Of course, I'm going to do a breakdown on that card because a lot of people aren't really explaining the very great benefits of this card. So I definitely going to have to do a video to show you guys exactly how overpowered this Walmart card is. Thank you so much for watching my first video. I really appreciate it. I'm going to be uploading at least weekly, probably more than that because I have a lot of time on my hands. Yes, I'll be uploading at least weekly. I really love you guys. I really love this platform. I really love having the ability to connect with you all. So please drop a follow, drop a subscription, turn on that notification bell so you know when it comes. We're going to, of course, be doing giveaways, things of that nature. So I really love that you guys came to come see me. And again, if you need any of these cards, you think any of them call out to you, then the referral links are going to be down in the description below. So without further ado, you have a wonderful day and stay classy, my friends.